Hello Hearthstoners, this is Jester again with a Season 6 versus Secret Mage. It's early on in the season, and I'm going to be narrating this as the game has already been recorded. But that's okay. Hopefully the quality turned out better and the sound turned out better, and as I learn to do this better, I will become a better YouTuber, and you'll have better videos to watch. Alright, let's see here. Not a good opening draw. You want to kick back the 6 and the 9 cost, regardless of what they are, and Shield Slam doesn't do you any good unless you have armor. So turn 4, so by then you'll have other options. And look at this. You get the worst opening draw possible. Deathbite, Karn, Grommash, and Alex. Wow, I won't be able to play anything for a while. And Undertaker. There's your first sign at Secrets Mage. We'll just armor up and pass the turn, since we can do nothing else. And a Mad Scientist. Now, you sort of want to get rid of Mad Scientists early, so Fiery War Axe would be nice, but look at that. So we get a Fiery War Axe, but I'm not going to be killing the Mad Scientist yet. It's just better value to take out the Undertaker before you see a Leper Gnome and find out it's Aggro Mage instead. But you do want to take out Mad Scientist early, so that you can trigger their secrets early and get them out of the deck. Oh, there's a core. What secret are we going to see from this? None. Playing a core without a secret in hand. Well, let's send that one to the grave. Get another weapon out, and again, that Mad Scientist is still sticking out there, which really stinks. I would have hoped he would have been dead by now, and if we didn't have such a horrible, horrible draw, he most likely would be. Now, water elementals are a bane against Warrior, because Warrior relies a lot on their weapons, and they can totally hose and shut down a weapon of yours using their freeze ability on your hero. But I'll only be frozen for this next turn. It's an expensive deck. A lot of legends involved, a lot of arcane dust. Back in the early seasons when it was easier to get 12 wins in Arena, before all the bots started taking over and things like that, and all the guides on tier value cards, you could get your legends fairly easily just by slamming wins in the Arena. But nowadays that's much harder to do. So you're going to want to, if you want to play Warrior Control, you're going to have to go all in. Go into your collection, deconstruct any golds that you're not using that aren't, legendary. And even some legendary, if they're crap ones, that you won't see playing very often. But you're going to need to accumulate dust in order to play a deck like this. Oh, what a threat. We have dual scientists. Mage is still at 30. Harvest Golem has to be killed twice. Mana Worm is looking like a threat. And I am down to the single digits. Makes me wonder if he's playing Pyroblast. Pyroblast would be a bad thing. A lot of Secret Mages tend to pack one in there, just for that little bit of extra reach. I hope this is not one of them. But I do have a couple turns before I have to really worry about it. Okay, we have 2 turns until we can get our health back with Alex. Oh, luckily he goes to the Sludge Belcher with the Fireball instead of to the Dome. And he doesn't fish for a secret, so he must think that the one he's got is viable for this point in the game. Very likely a mirror entity. But there's nothing I'm going to be able to do about that. I'm at 8. Fireball will kill me. I might as well just bet on the fact that he's not going to kill me, play as though I'm not going to die, and see what happens. Oh, yay! Trigger the duplicate on Mad Scientists. That helps. Let's see here. Well, he doesn't kill me right away. Could just be baiting me. Yeah. Oh, that's not happy. And final point. And I'm still alive. Thank you, Jonathan Colton. Alex? Alright, now let's see how he feels about taking off another 15 of my health. Like the guide says, the mage can only push so much damage. Granted, the longer minions stay on the board on her side, the more damage she'll be able to put out, which isn't a good thing. But then again, I really don't have any other options right now until I pull a Baron or a Brawl. So, in that being the case, I might as well just chalk it up as infinite damage until then. But if I can get the board under control quickly, I've already seen Fireball, and I haven't seen any Frostbolts yet. And I could very well see a Pyroblast. Okay. I like seeing a pair of spent Harvest Golems, because that means that my Unstable is a viable play. I don't like seeing a pair of 4-power critters. One of them's going to have to die. Let's bring out a threat. Bring out a ghoul. Armor up. Now, Rag would have been a very bad play there with all the minions on the board. He really just loses his potency. And Karn might have been a viable alternative to Sylvanas, but after the ghoul's gone, and you take a look at the board, at this point would you rather have Sylvanas out there, or would you rather have Karn out there? And I'm going to say that with him still having 3 critters, Sylvanas is the right choice. And it sure looks that way. But I have a Mad Scientist now, so I get to pull out all of my nasty warrior secrets. Bye-bye, Alex. It was nice knowing you. You did your job well. You brought me back from 1 life. She's still at 30. Armorsmith is a perfect time because we really need to be armoring up right about now. Rag is a viable play because he could hit that Belcher. But if I miss with Rag and it goes to the dome, well, then I'm just asking for trouble. So I'm going to armor up instead, play smart, hope that she sees the threat in the Armorsmith being there, and buys me another turn. I'm starting to think that there is no Pyroblast in the deck. But at the same time, you want to be careful making assumptions like that. I mean, how many times have you lost to a top-decked Leroy? Let's be honest now. Shield block. Very good play. Execute. Oh! And you see that counterspell is exactly why Inner Rage is so potent against the Secrets Mage. If I had Inner Raged my Acolyte of Pain first, then it would have baited the counterspell. And Inner Rage not going through is not too terrible. Execute not going through is horrible. However, if that Inner Rage had gone through, then I would have drawn a card. My Acolyte would have been beefed up to the point of taking out a minion and trading and drawing yet another card, and then I'd still have the Execute. So having an Inner Rage in my hand instead of Ysera, which is definitely one of the choices that I have in my guide, would have definitely been a great position to be in there. The only solace we can get is in the fact that she has another secret out and we know it's not a counterspell. But it could be a mirror entity. Are we going to play Baron into a mirror entity? No. We don't want her to have an Acolyte. Loatheb hits play, no mirror entity. Okay, it's not a mirror entity. And it is not a duplicate. Ice block. It's a vaporize. She's got a vaporize. We need to find a way to knock down the health on that water elemental so that Baron can sweep. Well, now we just got to figure out how to get rid of that 4-power minion. Yeah, we're still not out of the woods yet. Oh, thank you, sir. Can I have some more? Haha, thank you. Shield block. Love it. Okay, now this is looking very pretty. Not anymore, it's not. Loatheb kind of puts a Dingleberry on shield block. Oh, or does it? Can I play that anyway? Can I play that anyway? Health, reach, vaporize we're looking at. Yeah, we can play that anyway. The great thing about vaporize is that it doesn't trigger off of hitting your enemy's minions, which is all we're going to be doing for quite some time. Behold the versatility of the Taskmaster. Trade your minions. Now, we've got much higher survivability. Her threats are pretty much neutered. And yet she insists on going to the dome. Maybe she does have Pyroblast. Well, if she's looking to top deck out of this, we're not going to let that happen. Armor's always a good thing. Baron's always a good thing. Let's test that secret. I'm pretty sure it's Vaporize. Good. Now our Baron can stick around. And when she's forced to attack the Golem, it will be all pretty. I'm out of Pyroblast range for now. Okay. Now the board's much prettier. Belcher. Another secret. If that's a duplicate, I'm going to be very upset. Haha, Black Knight. Yes. Goodbye, Mr. Belcher. Nice. Let's get as much armor as we can. Kill that off and... again! Counterspelled! Oh, man. Talk about a total disappointment. Again, Inner Rage would have been the bee's knees there. And a Flame Strike clears my board. That's okay though, because as long as she doesn't have a Pyroblast, even if she does at this point, I'm going to armor up past it. So starting off with a draw like that, getting down to 1 health, and then somehow pulling ourselves out of it using Alex. If I lose, or if I would have lost, I should say, looking at this, and I'm pretty sure I don't, but if I would have lost this match, then I would have traded Ysera out for Inner Rage and played again until I lost again. You can see how the potency of Inner Rage would have definitely made this an easier game. However, I don't think I'm going to lose. So in that being the case, I'm just going to continue on to my next match with the core build. Yeah, she's got 1 card left. If that's Pyro... Nope, Frostbolt. And you can't race me. Your Mage Power versus my armor up, and I got plenty of cards left. Ysera, give me some staying power. Laughing Sister is the worst of them. But it's still a good value minion. And this is pretty much game. Why doesn't he concede? Beef up Ysera, smack him again, bring out an axe, armor up, show him he should concede. He still doesn't concede. He pings me in defiance. Well, I salute you, sir. Still no concession. Fine. Not even going to bother with you.